lawn drawing. He was sitting in his lab one day, actually 6 months ago, and he was putting an all-nighter. And suddenly it hit him. He had paper and pencil, and he started drawing. And he discovered something amazing. And he's going to share with us today what he found. Please help me welcome Pat Boone.
If anyone doesn't have a piece of paper with you, you can get it from here. Just pass around. Okay. Welcome everyone. About 6 months ago, I was talking to my friend in Thailand on Skype, knowing that she was really worried about her work next evening. So to make her feel better about herself, typing that you'll be fine, don't worry. I know that it's not enough. It's just a few words just to make me feel better. I didn't know what to do at that time, so I decided to draw a really simple cartoon where a cute little animal, a little half seal, the one you see on the upper left corner over there, and post that on the Facebook. And somehow, I don't know why, but somehow cute animal make us feel better about ourselves, or about the world. And so what I would like to share with you over the next 10 minutes today is a simple lesson on how you can create a simple and cute animal for yourself. And of course, this 10 minutes can be more effective if you can draw things along my instruction for today. And in my opinion, this is not just the way to practice art, it's also the way that you can enrich the way that you communicate with other people. Instead of just typing the word in your greeting card, in your love letters, in your thank you note, you can have a little cute animal associated with it. And so it's that lesson. We can start pretty simple. Everyone knows smiley face. A simple component of the face consists of the eyes and the mouth. Everyone knows that. You can start drawing that on the piece of paper just tomorrow. Okay. So it's very simple. Anyone can do it. A first grader can do it. You can start drawing on the piece of paper, right? Okay. Now you already warm up with a simple face. Now, how to start turning this into an animal, right? For most basic animal, dog, cat, bear, or children that we understand, another component that we need to add into this is the area around here, around the nose and the mouth. Have a pretty big and dark nose here, and the area around here, that is the upper lip. Now, this thing starts to evolve to something that a little bit different from just a simple smiley face. Right? You have the lower part here that make it look like animal. Now, to make this thing evolve and differentiate further to different type of characteristic of animal, let's say simple things like bears and cats and dogs. The component like the shape of the face and the shape of the ear can help a lot. Imagine this. For the bear, anyone know this? Round face and small ear. The cat, more like a triangular face with a small and pointy ears, right? And the dog, a more elongated face with flappy ears, right? Just draw it along again, right? The eye is very simple. You can keep the eye the same for all of them, right? Now, a more interesting part is the nose. For the bear and the cat, the nose are pretty small. You keep the nose small like this, right? Yeah, very small nose. For the dog, most of the time, you see the more prominent nose here. So they have a pretty big nose here. And upper lip like here, like what we had before. Right. Now you need to pick the differentiate these three different types of animals here. Right. Simple bears and cats and dogs. Right. Now, how do you make it a little bit, more cute? So most of the time when people associate with cuteness, they associate it with things like babies or toddlers, right? And one of the characteristics of the face of the baby toddler is that they have long eyes and a pretty broad and wide forehead. Right? So consider this. This is just a simple smiley face that anyone knows. All right? Okay. Now, if we move this thing a little bit, move most of the component of the face downward. Say I have my eyes here. And I have my mouth here. See the difference? So this one is simple smiley face. This one is more like the baby smiley face because you have the bigger forehead here. And you can apply the same principle to any type of animal face that you have. For example, if you have a dog here, you can move all the component of the face downward. Here. You keep the big nose. And mouth here. Right. Now, even simple kids can associate this guy. This can differentiate the two types of the face here between the little puppies and more adult dogs. Right. So here's the first lesson that I tell you. So the lesson about the identity. When you draw any characters, one thing to think about is identity. So it allows you to see, who it is, what type of animal it is. Is it a dog or cat or bear? Is it young or old? Right? Now another second lesson that I'd like to give you a brief lesson today is the angle. When you look at the face, here is the face that you look directly at the front, right? But sometimes you look at the face on the side, tilt a little bit on the left, or fully on the side like this. So when you look at the face in the front here, the axis of symmetry just go in the middle, like this. But if you want to tilt on the side, very simple. So you move the axis of symmetry a little bit to the side that you want. You keep other components the same. And like this. Okay? So whenever you tilt the whole component of the face in one side, you move the whole axis of symmetry and all the components around it to one side. So you can have the dog that tilt on the left-hand side here, or you can have the dog that go fully on one side like this. Okay? All right. Okay. So the second thing that you want to keep in mind is the angle. Where do you look at your animal? From the front or from the side or what? The third thing is the emotion. This is the fun part. This guy is more or less emotionless here. Just look at the dog, right? If he's happy or sad or depressed. When we think about emotion, most of the components that determine emotion is the eyes and the mouth. Let me tell you how. This is a simple eye, as I show you over there. Just a dot. This is eye. But you can make it wide open, right? Like this. Or even bigger, like this. You can close it. You can have a closed eye, like this. And we tightly close eye like this. Now what is the thing that associated with this? So the eye that is wide and big, open like this, is associated with excitement, happiness, or with despair, right? So the nose is more or less the same in most cases. The nose doesn't change with the emotion. But the mouth can confirm different type of emotion associated with it. For example, when you're scared, your mouth's wide open. You're like, what's going on here? Right? So you can have the mouth that looks like this, kind of scared, right? And if you just have the eye wide open because it's happy or excited, just have a simple smiley face like what you have seen before, right? Yes. Now when you close your eye, what does it mean? You can close your eyes because you're bored, you're sleepy, right? So you can have it down like this, and I'm bored. Okay. But sometimes you close your eyes while you laugh. laugh a lot. When you laugh, you imagine that you can't keep your eyes open. So it could be like something like this. It's like laughing or shouting. Okay, so you can add this component into the face. So you have another parameter to play with here, which is the emotion. And the last thing that we're going to touch upon just a little bit before we end here is the body. I think about the body of the animal, super complicated. It has the legs, shape is complicated. But just keep it simple like this. When you think of the head, let's say the head of the dog, like this, right? The body is more or less like a bean shape that attached to the body, that attached to the head. So it can happen in the simple like this. Let me have my dog here. Okay. Now you can have also the body that looks more or less like this. I try to draw a sitting dog here. Right? The back is straight and the belly is bent forward. And when you draw a sitting dog here, for example, most of the time you start with Y. The Y shape, the front leg, go like this. And the back leg, which is bending, right? So go like this. Now with the ear, more or less like a dog sitting. When you look at the dog at the side, for example, you can see that the back leg bending, the front leg kind of straight up, and the tail up here, right? And so now you have all the components together: identity, the angle, emotion, and the bodies. That's how you can put together the cartoons. So I plan to give the workshop here starting next month, and please enjoy. Contact me later.
Thank you, Patrick.